Okay, so today we have with us Engineer Sam Ofori, an alumnus of the prestigious College of Engineering. You're welcome, Engineer Ofori, to our show.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Ifya. Glad to be on.
So, Engineer Ofori, we would want you to give us a brief background of yourself, your course, the course you read here, whether it was undergrad and postgrad, or only postgrad. We would like to know. And then what you're doing at the moment. Then
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so Sam Ofori, professional engineer, licensed in state of Virginia and state of California. I did civil engineering while I was KNUSD, and it was just the undergrad program while I was there.
All right. And what do you do at the moment?
At the moment, I'm a water infrastructure manager with Amazon Web Services. So I'm responsible for managing water infrastructure projects for our data center developments in the East Coast of the United States.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So, Engineer Ofori, what does that entail? The water work with Amazon?
As you may know, Amazon does a lot of, we're building a lot of data centers globally. And I'm responsible for all the developments in the East Coast of the United States. So that's Pennsylvania, Ohio, Virginia, and Maryland. Okay. And it's essentially putting in water infrastructure. So everything that cities, towns need to deliver water to the houses and businesses. I do the same, except that my projects support data centers. So water transmission mains, sewer collection systems, water pump stations, storage reservoirs, water treatment plants, wastewater treatment plants, a complete suite of water infrastructure systems.
Sorry about that. These data centers, are they workplaces, are they offices, or they are also accommodations?
They're not. So data centers, primarily, they're consider them a very large computer. So they are in the order of about 250,000 square feet, typically about 150 feet tall, and it's just full of servers, computer servers. It is what this tool that we're working off of Zoom, the data is warehoused somewhere. The data goes into a server, and that server is most likely located in the data center. So if you watch a YouTube video, that video is stored somewhere on a server, and that server is most likely located in a data center. So companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, all the cloud-based data that you use for videos, for video calls, for doing business transactions, those are all terminate
in the data centers
and start from a data center. Correct.
Okay, so the water you provide, I'm just curious, the water you provide, is it to cool the systems or something, the mains? Yeah. All right. Okay.
Exactly. So if you put your hand behind your laptop, or if you put your laptop on your lap while you're working, you notice how it's warm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have thousands and thousands of those of servers similar to your laptop in a building, in a closed building, it gets hot. So my system helps keep that building cool, so that the servers remain cool and they function as they're intended to function.
That's impressive. So do you work alone or you work with a company?
I work for the company. I work for Amazon, Amazon Web Services.
Okay, yeah, that's true. You said so. So just curious again, what was your journey like here at Kenya? You said you read civil. and you definitely branched into the water sector. So, what are some of the memories you have being here on campus?
It was mostly good.
Oh,
Mostly
great.
good. Yeah, it's I did civil engineering, so I specialized in transportation, geotechnical engineering, and environmental science as well. In my third and final year at USD. So yeah, there's a lot of good memories. It was definitely the bridge to my professional career, and very much established me as the water infrastructure manager that I am now.
Mm. Would you say that what you did here in undergrad served as a basis for what you're doing right now, or had any good influence in what you're doing right now?
It definitely served as a basis. It definitely served as a basis, and it led to where I am right now. Obviously, I took work with professors like Dr. A.C. Awa in environmental science field. Definitely set me up for understanding hydraulics, the hydrology, water treatment plant processes, things of that nature. So, yeah, it was definitely laid a good foundation for the career that I have since been lucky to have.
Okay, so I also want to ask, you said you agree that it sets the basis for what it is you're doing right now. I just want a more practical way of, so I say, linking what it is you did here with what it is you're doing right now.
Yeah, yeah. I think what the direct linkage is the classes that I took. So there was definitely a lot of hydraulics classes. There was a lot of thermodynamics classes. The one professor that comes to mind always is Dr. Esiawa, who taught us, biological treatment of wastewater and sort of the whole ecology around wastewater treatment. So that definitely formed the basis for me. It is in line with what I do now. Professor Andam gave us or gave me the sort of the systems level understanding of engineering, and that's definitely what I'm using to in my work right now. The interesting thing is, though, while I was at USD, my interest wasn't directly in water infrastructure. I was more interested in transportation, geotechnical engineering, things of that nature. Life has an interesting way of directing you to unintended direction. So graduated in 1996. At the time it was a bit of a challenge getting opportunities in the transportation field. While I did an internship with TASEC on their Kintampo to Tamale project, which was a roadway project. When I graduated, that opportunity was not available to me. So I joined the same organization, TASEC, to do. At the time, they had a improvement project, a project to improve the drinking water system treatment plant at Lake Barakese. And that's what really launched me in the water sector.
Great. That's a really great point over there. I hope our students will pick, and something we've been trying to get them to understand, that it's a very broad base, the first degree, and it could just propel you somewhere else. You don't always have to have a mindset on one particular field.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it definitely puts a lot of tools in your tool belt. And as you embark on your professional career, whichever direction that opportunities presents themselves, you're definitely very well prepared to succeed in that field, whether it be in the transportation sector, in the in water resources, and geotechnical, aviation. Yeah, so civil engineering, as you know, is very broad.
Quite good.
I even have some colleagues that I went to school with that are doing power delivery, power generation projects, but they did civil engineering at USD. So very good program, very good professors, and it really does give you the tools that you need to succeed.
That's great. I like the analogy you created. It gives you the right tools for your tool belt. That's
Absolutely.
interesting. So did you do anything extracurricular while you were in school?
Yeah, I was an athlete at the time. I was in USD, so I was part of the University Hall basketball team, and
Nice.
I participated in I did Unicasa. I forgot the other sports events, but definitely Unicasa every year. Well, for the last 3 years that I was there with the University Hall basketball team.
That's great. So that's the main extracurricular activity you engage in. You didn't engage in politics and any of those other.
No, well, I was in my third year, I was the entertainment chairman for University Hall. The other main extracurricular, I used to do a lot of sort of social events while I was at USD. So I did a lot of.
MCing?
I'm sorry?
Were you an MC?
No, I was not an MC. I was more of an organizer, more of a
Okay.
promoter. So I
Okay.
promoted a lot of shows. I promoted a lot of movie releases.
Okay.
So did a lot of events at the Great Hall, Republic Hall. We would promote some social events at those locations. So
So
yeah,
what was that like for you? Did you have fun? Did you enjoy it with the academic life?
oh yeah, I mean the time at USD was a lot of fun. I guess a message would be to always make sure that to mix the social with the academics.
Why
That
would you say so?
social. Well, the one of the benefits of being in academia in school, whether it be high school, junior school, university, is building relationships, because those are the relationships that will carry you through the rest of your life. So in academia, going through classes, you have a circle of mates that you go to classes with, and if you isolate yourself to that opportunity, you miss the opportunity to broaden your social network. So in my opinion, having a well-balanced life, if you want, having a well-balanced personal life, both academics
And social life.
social, be it politics, be it being MC, being it good, being in the church sphere. It allows you to broaden your social network and broaden the number of people you establish relationships with. As you move through your career, you realize that well, not just your career, but life in general, that relationships are sometimes the most important things.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Did you encounter any challenges while you were in school? Or if there were none you encountered while you started working, are there any challenges you've encountered you'd like to share? How you overcame them?
Yeah, I share challenge at UST. My journey was a little bit different at KNUST. I had I did not go to I did not, prior to UST, I did not go to school in Ghana. So my schooling was primarily outside of Ghana. So when I came in my first year, you know how UST, your first day there, you land there with all your mates from high school. So you come in with a cohort of colleagues that you knew
Already
them,
know.
say
Yeah.
a year ago. Yeah, but when I came in, I didn't know anybody, and there was a couple of things that was very much a shock. I was the only, I was like a lone ranger on campus, a massive campus, and the curriculum was completely different from what I used to. So coming in from a different school system, not knowing anybody on campus. It was my first semester was definitely a big shock, and
Yeah.
it took quite a bit of an adjustment to acclimatize myself to the
The third.
rigor and the academic and social life on KNUST.
Where did you school before you came to Kenya State?
Oh yeah, uh, long journey. So Zambia, Middle East. I did my middle school and high school in the Middle East in Bahrain,
Oh,
and
okay.
did my first year of undergrad in Bahrain as well.
Okay. And
Realized that sorry.
their system of education is quite different from ours.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. It's not as regimented. It's a little bit in different ways. It's different. There's good and bads on both sides, but it was completely. It was different. It did require some adjustment on my part. But yeah, that's some of the challenges that I had when I first started. Yeah, but after my you adjust as in life. You should adjust to things and overcome those challenges. I think my second semester was a lot better. I did make friends. I did make relationships. I got some a group of friends to support me academically, and from then on it was
much easier.
It's a lot easier. Well, the academics was still hard. But overall, I think it was a lot easier, and I think by the time I was going into my third year, I was definitely very comfortable, and from then on, I think I did fairly well. Actually, I did pretty well in my third year and my fourth year.
That's good. So, would you say you enjoyed your experience here at the College of Engineering?
Oh yes, very much.
Both
very
sides.
Much so.
Great.
Yeah, very much so. It was a very good experience.
Great. Since you left the college, have you ever tried to reconnect for any reason?
No, not really. Unfortunately, I haven't really connected formally with either the staff or the administration at the school. My home is not too far. I live in Jeniasi. So whenever I do visit, I will drive through the campus and just see the developments there. I still do most of them are passed away, but I would stop by the University Hall P Lodge and visit the staff there. But that's really just the interactions I've had.
You've had,
but
okay.
Nothing,
so this is
nothing formal.
The first formal interaction with the college since you left. It's great.
Yes, very much so.
That's great. So. We're looking forward to having more such with you.
Okay. Thanks for setting it up.
You're welcome. So we'll be wrapping this up quite soon. But I'd like to know, you've given us quite a number of advice when you spoke about making the right connections, not just sticking with your academic friends, because there's a wider circle and there are the people who form your life circle of people, the connections you need. And you spoke about your experience coming around from somewhere else to Ghana, the curriculum and all that. So you've shared a lot, but is there anything else you'd like to share? Perhaps something you've noticed while you studied undergrad, a difference while you're working, something you'd like to tell some of the students. You already spoke about the fact that civil engineering is broad, but civil engineering is not the only engineering course read here. There are several others. So is there something else you'd want to tell us?
Yeah, I guess academically, the world is changing. There's a lot of skills that the business community is looking for in their as they're hiring or looking to people to fill positions. So I personally I continued beyond the undergrad. Did some graduate studies in engineering, especially as I look to focus on the water or the environmental engineering side. I also did an MBA. So the advice is, try and develop a a philosophy of always learning, continuously to improve yourself, whatever it may be. Follow your interests, and continue to learn and develop in that manner. And it doesn't need to be academic. It does not need to be professional endeavors. It could be learning how to, be a carpenter, learning how to be whatever, in this world it's all about skills and being, having some level of expertise that you have within yourself. Because at the end of the day, it'll make you stand out, and nobody can take that away from you, right? It really makes you exceptional in your career. And even though you learn how to be a carpenter, build a chair, when you go to an interview and they're asking you about your technical competencies, based on your experience being a carpenter, you may be able to speak to or present an example that shows the employer how versatile you are, how multifaceted that you are and can be. So that'll be my parting advice.
Thank you. That's great advice. Thank you so much, and thank you for us, audience, today.
All right, thank you.
Look forward to getting in touch with you more often.
Okay.